Hey guys, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Where we last left off, we took on what I consider the strongest mage of the Meadow Shrine. He didn't spring a Gate Guardian, so that was good. I showed off Meteor Black Dragon, showed off some other cards. I also showed off Jono 2nd and Tiana 2nd, just to show them off and tell you some tips. Talk to some of the villagers and whatnot. I also forgot to mention, again, they say something different to you sometimes. Like, when you first start off, I guess they'll just say, let's duel. After you beat one of the shrines, you go back, they'll all congratulate you for beating one of the mages. Come back after you beat a second mage, all that stuff happens, and then when you go back to dueling grounds, they'll thank you. And I guess since I didn't talk to them about that before, they're saying it now. I think they say something different as you keep going, and maybe they'll say, only one more mage to go. And we're going to take on the last shrine, the Sea Shrine. Considerably, this is actually one of the easiest ones, especially if you have Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. So, this is where it really shines. Not the mountain, the sea. You're finally here. I'm afraid I can't let you enter the Sea Shrine. It is our duty to protect the Millennium Items, the source of our mystic power. This Sea Shrine shall be your place of eternal rest. Prepare to lose. I was watching this other, guy who made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories walkthrough at K6 Scope, I believe his name. K-A-6 and then Scope. One word. Anyway, he mentioned how, I agree with them. And it's see how these shrines seem, so big, and yet it seems like there's only one mage, one low mage guarding it. It's funny how we couldn't just, if there was a way to just, sneak around, the back and enter from there. But I guess not. Heck, you have to wonder, throughout this entire world map journey, how are we even getting this far? I mean, are we able to, spawn some of our monsters in real time? And maybe we're just hitching a ride on our flying types? And if not, it's a huge, time jump or whatever, then. Huge, time jump from, us. You gotta think about it, we've been trekking up mountains, going through deserts, going through forests. And now we're here surrounded by, the sea. And remember, water monsters, Neptune, you're gonna want Pluto. And I showed you Gaia with Curse of Dragon, Gaia the Dragon Champion. Just like in the game. 2-meter black dragons. So we don't want Mars, even though none of these creatures will even stand up to it. Oof. But that defense boost, oh well. Those defense points, man. Yeah, Wasteland. First the 2700, now the 2600,000. Both of which are built for defense. Oh well, I'll just activate Wasteland. No biggie. Let's dry up this sea. This one had Saturn, so. No, it cannot be. You weren't meant to win. Sekhmeton, forgive me. Hey, he's not dead yet. Like I said, just like all the other ones. So let's proceed on. And this is him. Actually, I think he's my favorite mage out of every one of them. And he probably looks the least ridiculous out of all of them. He looks pretty cool, though. I am the High Mage Sekhmeton. Since time immemorial, it has been our duty to protect the Millennium Items. And we shall never allow them to fall into your hands. Prepare to face my sea deck. Prepare to meet your doom. You shall pay dearly for your folly. So this guy can actually use, remember one of those parts of the Gate Guardian I told you about, Suijin? On this field, so base attack alone, 2,500. And, you know, on this field, 3,000 attack points. He can fuse for the Twin Thunder Dragon, and he has Raigeki, so if you let him get too many monsters on the field, he will make you pay. And I believe he also maybe has the Labyrinth Wall and stuff. He also has some random machine monsters for whatever reason. I have no idea why. Yeah, he has weird. He has like this mechanical bass card, only 1800. So, but on this field, it's powered down. So he literally has a card that intentionally powers down that creature. It's weird. Aqua Dragon, and that too. 2,250 power bonus. You can do the math. But I drew a Thunder Dragon, combined with Meteor Dragon, 200 Thunder Dragon, Dragon Treasure, 500 points, and Pluto. So we're attacking the monster at 4,300 against all Neptune creatures. I think my Kaminari attack can destroy it, and with that we'll have already beaten High Mage Sekmaton. With exact damage. Again, he's another High Mage, doesn't really give you all that great cards, but with that, we've beaten our last Mage. We have all the Millennium items, except for the Millennium Rod, which Haishin himself has. Go Shinigami. Not a water monster, not a very good monster either. And if you look closely, you can see like his expression with his eyes and stuff. You are powerful, but you don't stand a chance against the power of High Mage Haishin. And with that, we've killed our last mage, gotten the Millennium Necklace. Now what? Well, I already told you now what. Oh, Seto. No matter which last shrine you go to, he'll always show up to tell you this. Actually, he'll only show up if you did the optional thing I told you about. Actually, if you beat all the mages and you didn't do the optional thing I told you about, you won't be able to do the optional thing anymore. And Seto actually won't show up to tell you this information. In fact, you just have to know to go back to the dueling grounds, and that's when the event will trigger and all that. Tem, you actually defeated the High Mages. All that remains is Haishin's Shrine of Darkness, but you can't go there directly. You must return. Go back to the vast shrine. Yeah, now we can actually enter the vast shrine. Sorry I didn't actually show you, what happens when you approach it and you don't have the whatever. Anyway, if you go back to the dueling... Well, actually, let's save first. Let's exit. And let's go back in. Again, like, really, there should be an option to be able to just go choose these options again. Like, why do you have to exit and whatnot? You did it! You beat every last one of them. Now all you gotta do is defeat Haishin and Seto, right? I knew you could do it. When you become king, Atem, and things are back to normal, I hope you don't forget we're friends. Real good friends. Yeah, that's right. I mean, after we defeat Haishin, Egypt's gonna need a ruler, and I guess with our mom and dad dead, and we have no brothers or sisters or next of kin, we're gonna become the pharaoh after this. Now all that's left is Haishin. I hear Haishin is a very powerful duelist. Be careful. Atem, I'm betting you come out a real winner. Alright. I heard you beat every last one of those High Mages. Great news. Oops, I guess once you put all of them away, I'll have to be calling you King Atem. Best I watch my tongue, eh? I just hope you'll never forget us once you're the pharaoh. I can never forget about you, villager number 1. You did it! You showed those mages. When you become pharaoh, don't forget us, okay? Yeah, okay, villager number 2. Looks like there might be a chance for some peace again. You know, if things go back to normal, I think I'm gonna miss my life underground. Keep telling yourself that, villager 3. And Jonah just repeats himself. Alright, so, and with that, you can't even duel Jonah and stuff, so whatever. So, now we're proceeding endgame here, guys, and, here's where I'd like to explain some stuff. See, if you did this without doing the optional side quest, see, we're going to be doing a gauntlet. That's right, a gauntlet, meaning we're going to get a bunch of duels in a row without a single save state. If you didn't do the optional side quest, you would actually have to duel 7 duelists in a row. But by doing the optional side quest, you actually only get 6 duels in a row. You see, if you didn't do the optional side quest and you go back to the dueling grounds that Joey mentions, or Jono mentions, you know, Tiana's been kidnapped and all that, we go to the Vast Shrine, and that starts Endgame right there too. So Labyrinth Ruler is actually, you know, included in the Gauntlet. However, since we did the optional side quest, we can skip the Labyrinth and the Labyrinth Ruler altogether. I guess he's just gone. And you don't actually get to duel Seto second when you don't do the optional. When you don't do the optional side quest, you don't get to duel Seto second. Instead, when you go there, you don't even get to see High Shin, that that artwork where you saw High Shin with Seto and that skinny mage. Yeah, you don't get that. Instead, you get that one art clip where it just shows Seto with Tiana with that one eye open and like with her gaping mouth, whatever. And then he says, you can have the hostage back, and he instead says, I was using her as bait to draw you here, and this is where you can defeat High Shin. Your friends say it's a trap, and you get 2 options. Honestly, you don't really get a choice in the matter at all. So, you take the chance, and then you just proceed on with the 6 duelists in a row. Not a huge difference, but, yeah, that's the difference, honestly, though. I don't know, I guess 6 duels rather than 7, but still, if your deck is, powerful, you're going to need some powerful deck here. I mean, geez, remember, 6 to 7 duels in a row. No save states, meaning if you lose, again, another frustration, you lose even one of them, you have to do them all over again. And this is where the most powerful creatures will be used against you. The Meteor Dragon, Megamorph, those equip cards, the Raigekis, Lucky Draws and all that. It's really, really, really going to help. Some of these duels might actually help with, an RNG factor. Like, maybe if we can take down some of these guys, even when our Meteor Dragon and stuff cards are, near the bottom of our deck or whatever, Meteor Black Dragon and all that. So maybe when another duel comes, the RNG factor will benefit us when the time comes for us. We're reaching endgame here, so let's go to the Vast Shrine. Now they give me one last chance, I don't know, there's really nothing else you can do, no places to go, no whatever. We're gonna go on ahead. See, we passed the labyrinth and here we are, just here. Here, this is a secret passage. I'll open it for you. Yeah, this big door, I don't know if it was concealed or anything. He's mentioning this is a secret passage, but I can see the tiled floors there in the shadows, but Yeah, so this is where the Dark Shrine will be held. And since it's called the Dark Shrine, you guessed it, there will be a dark field, there starting off. So, all fiends and all spellcasters will gain a 500 attack and defense point boost. So be prepared for that. High Shin's Dark Shrine lies just up ahead. Along the way, you'll find mages that have sworn to protect him. It is wise to be cautious. Well, I'm charging right in, so some creepy music, weird, Look at those statues in the background and all that. Halt! Oh! This is the last time we see the 2 people on the screen at once thing. You are forbidden to proceed any further. So speaketh the royal mages, Sebek the Powerful, a.k.a. Alligator Helmet, and Neku the Skillful, a.k.a. Bird Helmet. This is where it all ends. Prepare to lose. Yeah, so these are, some special mages. I wouldn't say they're stronger than the High Mages themselves. They can be, but, especially with this field and whatnot. But, actually, the first time I played, I actually lost a bunch to this one guy. And even when I got to the second guy, I lost a bunch there, too. So, these guys can be tough, if you're not prepared with the best cards in the world. So, it's like... They do have, their strongest card is, oh yeah, you also get the High Mage music, whatever. If I play face down, their odds are he'll play face down, too. Yeah, there you go. And so, I believe he has Acid Trap Hole, so... His strongest monster with the Dark power-up is a Zoa. 2,600 attack points alone. Field power bonus 3,100. But his strongest standalone card is a Metal Zoa. You know, when you combine a Metal Morph with a Zoa creature, but he has the standalone card. Also, the AI is kind of stupid, though. Remember when I told you about how attack points don't matter when summoning, like, stronger monsters? So, it's like, he'll have a 3,100, you know, increased monster with, like... But if he has a Zoa and he has a Megamorph in his hand, you know, through the programming or whatever, he will actually fuse the Zoa that he has powered up thanks to this field with the Metal Morph to get a 3,000 point monster. So, really, he's trading in, like, for a weaker monster. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure I know what that face down card is, but I'll take the bait anyway, and I'll even use my Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Kind of a stupid move here, but I don't care. I'm going to use it anyway. There you go, Acid Trap Hole. Since my monster has 2,300, it doesn't activate. They also have, you know, there's the Millennium Shield, and I believe they have Labyrinth Wall as well. Launcher Spider. I believe in this game, Metal Morph, even though it's not done in the actual card game, if you fuse a Jirei Gumo with the Metal Morph card, you actually make, I think, Launcher Spider. Kind of interesting there. Oh, he's gonna attack, but thanks to my trap card, Labyrinth Tank, he goes bye-bye. And I win! And I drew the Meteor Black Dragon right there. So we'll finish him off with this. Zoa plainly has the Mercury symbol that they'll have. However, when it's Metal Zoa, it's going to be Moon. C rank. I believe you can actually earn Zoa from like one of these guys, actually. They can give out some pretty rarer cards than usual. So, you know, it might be kind of just to complete your library, or maybe just to get some cool cards and, you know, for a chance to get that Zoa creature. Curse you, Atem. You've won for now. But Neku, he shall defeat you. I never thought I'd see Sebek defeated. Let's see what you've got. Yeah, whatever. Alright, now this guy is a bit tougher. He can actually fuse if you don't have any cards in your field up. See, in this game, I mentioned how, you know, certain spell cards can be fused together for a quick run. See, if you combine, apparently, and I think it's only for this field spell, you know, Yami, which casts this dark field, 2 Yamis fused together will make dark energy. Anyone with, like, a dark elemental, you see that circle in, like, you know, upper right-hand corner of the card? I believe, like, depending on the color, it depends on, like, it shows what type of monster it is. I think a green meaning wind, brown meaning earth. So I think there's some creatures, I guess, are just, for some reason, regarded as dark creatures. It's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, so he'll do that. So he'll do a triple fusion. He has a card called Skull Knight. With this field, 3,150 attack points, and with the Dark Energy, a 500 point boost, 3,650 with the Mercury symbol. So just be careful of that. That's a Moon. And you'll know it's a Metal Zoa, since it's 3,000 base alone, he'll just summon it and face down attack position. In the actual card game, you can't play monsters in face down attack position. And when you play a card in defense mode, you have to play it face down in defense mode. You don't have a choice of, like, playing it face up in defense mode. Actually, the anime makes that big mistake. Oh yeah, and there's Zoa right there, C3100. Pretty cool card there. Yeah, the anime makes that mistake a lot. They just have it so that you can, the characters do play their monsters in face up defense position, but you can't do that in the actual card game. Anyway, it looks like we got a pretty good hand here, and we got him. We beat Neku. Taihon. Not a good card. There's actually a card called Tyhone 2. You fuse it with any dragon under 2400, and it'll actually make Red Eyes Black Dragon. Kind of random, but I mean, I never earned Tyhone 2, and as I said, you can just earn him from Jono 2nd. Rare, but it's better than just, like, fusing for it. So this is your power. I underestimated you. Okay, so after I press this X button, these two guys are apparently going to die, and there are no more mages after this. I actually expected some more. Maybe some more. Even a save state. But nope, after this, we take on Hai Shin. Or should I say Hai Shin 2nd. That's the guy who invaded the palace, found the forbidden treasure, killed our mom and dad. Had them, and you know, the guy who's pretty much taken over this land of Egypt, ruled it under darkness. But we've got all the Millennium Items except for his. Revenge shall be ours for Simon Miron, for our parents, and for our servant Fizdiz, who was captured and probably sentenced to death, unfortunately, you know. So when we return, we're going to be taking on Hai Shin. And we have to win this time. If you lose, it's a game over. You have to win. See you then, guys.